Hi, I'm Christine Cushing, and welcome to another helping of my favorite foods. Today I want to take you somewhere tropical with a fragrant, ridiculous express shrimp curry that's going to knock your socks off. This recipe was requested because I've been doing so many lemon recipes. Someone said, could you give me some ideas for lime? This one is going to fit the bill. Now, to create a simple spice blend, I'm starting with turmeric that's going to give us background notes in the bright yellow color, then allspice for a little sweet pepperiness reminiscent of the Caribbean, and then some coriander, which is really going to give that bright citrus note, and to finish, a little depth with some toasted cumin. I already ground this, but I toasted it for extra flavor. Now, all I'm going to do is really combine the two spices that I haven't ground. You must grind your own spices. It really enhances the flavor. Like, it takes it up 50, 60, 70%. Do I hear 80? Never mind. Okay, I want to make sure I keep most of it in the mortar and pestle. Now I'm going to add the already toasted cumin. I should be adding the turmeric to this, but I forgot. Now for the shrimp. I'm using a 16-20 count, that is pieces per pound. They're peeled, deveined, but with the tail on, makes it easier to eat. I like to add a little bit of this spice blend to the shrimp, and that's going to increase the flavor, flavoring in layers. The lemon is undoubtedly the queen of the Mediterranean. No one's going to argue on that with me, I'm sure. Whereas the lime certainly rules the tropics. So my rule of thumb is, if you're in the Mediterranean, I would say go for the lemon. If you're somewhere in the tropics, more than likely the lime is going to be your best bet. And since we're going to the tropics, we're going with the lime today. Now using some of that lime zest also on the shrimp. And ginger. Ginger is really a basic ingredient in most any curry. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the spices. Give it a little ginger. Toss everything around. And I'm going to season this with a little salt, but no pepper because it is a curry and there will be some chili. My pan is nice and hot. I'm going to oil it up and get these guys ready to sear. I want to hear sizzle when they hit the pan. I'm looking for a medium-high heat here. And really this is going to be super fast. A minute aside until they look like this, nice and golden. Then I'm just going to remove them right away. That's literally a minute aside. Now into the same pan, I'm going to put in my shallots. You hear I've got a fairly high heat here. I want to make sure I don't burn these shallots, so I'm lifting it off. And now again, I'm repeating with the same flavor. So going in with the ginger. Can't forget the lime. Love zest. Any citrus zest, I love it. And then the remainder of the spices is going in. And the turmeric, which I should have added before. And giving that a nice toss. The room is now wafting with these amazing flavors. You can't believe it. I want to make sure I get that nice and sweated off, the onions, before I add the garlic, because I don't want to burn the garlic. Garlic does not forgive. Onions, a little more forgiving. Or shallots, I should say. 3 or 4 minutes in. Let's talk chili. I've already finely chopped it. Shall I go 2 Thai chilies? 1 Thai chili? I'm going in with a half. Giving that a little toss. And now I'm adding some diced red bell pepper. This is going to give me crunch, a beautiful color, and just a little bit more sweetness and just a textural change to the curry. Man, does this smell good. What's that? A little booze going in with some dry sherry. You could also do some rum, but nothing too sweet here. And this is shrimp stock. I love using shrimp stock. You can refer to another video I have about how to make this. You can also just use a can of clam juice if you don't have the shrimp stock. My secret ingredient, is a banana. It's got to be ripe, but not super ripe so that it's overly sweet. Now, when we talk about limes, you see the difference in the size here. So if I say the juice of one lime, look at the one on my right, or your right, is a lot bigger. So I like to start with, let's say, half a lime, and then you can always add some at the end. Look at this is a nice juicy one. First going in with the coconut milk, and this is a full fat coconut milk. Once I add the lime, if I'm using a lower fat coconut milk, this sauce will split, so you don't want to do that. Lime. It smells so good. As soon as you smell coconut, you want to smell lime. The two just go crazy together. Now, if I put some pineapple in here and a little rum, then we got something going. But enough of that. I just want to taste it at this point. All right. Any wagers? Is it too hot? Is it not hot enough? No, actually, you know what? I'm going to add the remainder of that chili. Now here, after about 20 minutes, the sauce is going to start to thicken. That coconut milk is going to kind of blend with the banana, and that's the whole point. And then the shrimp are just going to go in to reheat. At this point, they're pretty much cooked. Now 20 to 25 minutes. I did put a lid on this about halfway through because it was evaporating a little too quickly. But look at the texture of this sauce. You see what I'm talking about, the bananas? It creates this beautiful, light, but slightly thickened sauce. And these guys are going to go right in, but I've turned the heat off because they're pretty much cooked. I don't want to overcook my shrimp. Did I mention? In addition, I love to add a little lime just to garnish the plate. And also if you want to squeeze a little on top after, I think it really adds so much. Look at that color. Now I serve with a little basmati rice. Can you stand it? Oh, incoming with the shrimp. Look at that sauce. Oh, just perfection. Now look at the beautiful little green accents, how pretty it looks. And just putting the scallions, green onions, on top. But come on, does this plate not look spectacular? Am I drooling? Am I? Smells crazy. I'm going to try the rice first with all that beautiful banana coconut curry. Now for the shrimp. So much flavor in such a quick curry. It's a finger licking curry thing. The lime really makes it. Am I moving over to team lime? I don't know. You guys have to tell me. Do you prefer lemon to lime, lime to lemon? Are they on equal playing field for you? Or really does it depend on the dish? Talk amongst yourselves while I have another bite. Did I mention? It's really good and you should make it very soon. Thank you for joining me on another helping of My Favorite Foods. Today, something a little tropical. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what's happening in your kitchen. Lemons, limes, same? I don't know. Like, subscribe, share. See you next time.